I see lots of content online in which young adults, especially those who have just graduated from the university, are talking about how hard it is to find a job, since they're sending lots of CVs, they are applying to lots of job openings, and they don't actually get any kind of response. They are getting ignored and things like that. And even if they are getting their job, the job is bad, the pay is bad, and actually everything is bad. And what they are doing is that they're actually blaming the economy. They are saying that the economy is bad, everything is alright with me, the problem is the country, the economy, yada yada yada. The thing is that they're removing all kind of responsibility from themselves and are blaming the economy. It could be very hard to find a job when you are just fresh out of the university, right? When you don't have any kind of experience and when you are actually useless for an employer, right? And maybe like 50 years ago, it was way easier for boomers or whichever generation was young back then. But I actually want to disagree with this take, since I myself have recently graduated from the university and have been trying to find a job for a long period of time. And for the last 3 years, I have been building my career from scratch without any kind of help from anyone, right? I didn't have any kind of connections, and so I have been playing, as you may call it, a fair game. I would be happy not to play a fair game, actually. I would be happy if I had a father who was a CEO and he would provide me with a great job opportunity, right? But unfortunately, my father is not a CEO. So yeah, how did I do that? And what was actually my journey in finding my job and the first workplace, right? So I was studying at the university, and during the first course, right, during the first year, I realized that damn, I need a job, right? Everyone is talking that it's very hard to get a job, so I need to find one. I need to start right now. So I started trying to find a job after half a year of studies, right? So I finished the first semester, as they say, right? And then I started to send out CVs to pretty much every job opening in my field or the fields related to my field. I am not sure how many CVs I sent, maybe 100, maybe 50 CVs, I have no idea actually. I didn't count, but I was just sending out CVs. Of course, mostly I was not receiving any kind of answer, even rejection letters, right? Mostly the employers ignored me, which is kind of a norm nowadays, I think. And after about half a year, I received an answer. I received an answer from the bank, and they were searching for an intern for a very ultra low salary, right? But in the field I was kinda interested in the field which wasn't actually directly related to my field of studies, but I had an idea how I can use this job experience in order to, later get into the job related to my field of studies. So I was actually very happy. They invited me to the interview. I spoke with them, and I spoke with the manager, right? And after about 1 month, I got a job offer. I was very happy, but once again, the salary was ultra low. It was below the living minimum wage. So it was insanely low salary, right? But I accepted it, and I started working during the university. I was combining studies at the university and the internship. And let me tell you, it was very hard. It was actually very hard. And while conducting this internship, which lasted for about half a year, I suppose, I was thinking that I actually want to move forward, right? I want to go to another place. I want to switch jobs, since I'm not receiving a lot of money here, and this field is not my end goal, right? This is just an internship. I probably don't want to stay in this bank. So I started to send CVs once again. I started to send them, and again received no answers for a long period of time. But after about 2-3 months, I received an answer, and I got hired for another internship, which was related to my actually university studies, right? I was very happy about it. It was a very short internship. It was like for about few months, right? So I accepted it. I went away from the bank, went to this another internship, which was like a contract, right, for just a few months. So I went there, worked there for 2 or 3 months in the legal field actually, and realized that yeah, that's probably something I enjoy, but maybe not something that I want to do for the rest of my life. And then after 2 months or 3 months, I don't remember now, the internship ended, right? And I had to try to find another job, right? So I was again unemployed. And I was sending CVs once again, right? I was again in the process of sending CVs, and again after 2 or 3 months I received some answer from one of the very big corporations known around the world. I received an answer from them. We had an interview, and during the interview I realized that the manager who was interviewing me, she actually didn't thought that I was actually a good candidate for this exact role, since my arguments for getting the role were I'm trying to find a job, and I have some knowledge, but in the field which is, in two fields which are kind of related but kind of not, and it was like actually a full-time position. I was searching for it during my second year of studies, and I was ready to take it. I was ready to try working full-time and studying full-time. This brilliant woman, she said to me that probably you are not a great candidate for this position. I was like, yeah, okay, got it, and proceeded with actually searching for new jobs and other opportunities. But then after a month I received an email from this company, and they said, hey, do you want to try yourself for this another position in another department to which your experience is actually related? And I got an interview after a few weeks, and then I got accepted somehow. You may say that I got very lucky, but I would say that I didn't get lucky at all, since I was sending CVs for a long period of time. I was always improving my skills. I was going not only through my education but also through the courses and yada yada yada. And now I have another job. I worked there for a good period of time, and then I switched one more time for a better salary, for better opportunities. And but the thing is which I want to talk about here, I'm not bragging with my experience by no means, since this is actually a very normal stuff, that you just switch jobs, you just get your interviews and you are passing through them, but the thing is that I see lots of people who have finished university. They finished 3 or even 5 years of their degrees, right? And during these years they were not actually thinking about what they want to do with their lives. They were not searching for internships. And then after finishing their undergraduate degree, they start to think, I should somehow get an internship. I need a job, right? So they are, after 3 years of studies, in the same position in which I was after half a year of studies, right? Since you don't actually have any kind of experience, you just finished the university, and let me tell you, employers, they do not actually care about your degree and about what you have studied. Mostly that's just a good tick in the box, right? That's it. And mostly they do not care about that. The thing that matters is whether you have shown that you are a great, student in terms of some extra activities, right? Whether you have been joining some kind of clubs, whether you had some sort of related to the field experience, right? Let's say if you're studying law, you had the, how do they call it, law clinics, right? Where you actually get to practice law for free for some hours per week. Actually, the thing is that employers, they don't care about your degree, mostly, right? They care about your experience. So after 3 years of undergraduate studies, people try to find an internship, and it takes them, let's say, half a year, same as it took for me, right, to find their first internship. And the pay that they are getting is very small. It's like miserable pay. But for me, it was acceptable, since I was in my first year of studies, right? For them, after 3 years, of course, they want to sustain themselves better, right? And that's the thing. That's my kind of advice to all of you who are struggling in this economy, and those of you who are studying. Please try to find a job while you are still in the university. Try to find anything, trying to find an internship, trying to find a full-time job, since it's possible to combine your studies with work. It's possible. It's very hard, it's very challenging. Sometimes you will want to, lie and cry in your bed, but it's actually worth it. In my experience, the people who are crying about, how hard it is to find a job, how hard it is to actually get somewhere in life, they are doing nothing. They think that they are doing something. Let's say they are sending out CVs, and for months they are not getting any kind of answer from any employer, right? And what they are doing, they're just continue to send the same CV. They are just using the template-based CV, which is used by everyone else. They don't Google how to format your CV accordingly for the field you are applying in, right? They do not Google how to, let's say, edit your motivation letter. No, they don't do that. They just continue sending their stupid-ass CV, which looks very bad. And then, if they got to the interview part of the process, right, they get rejected every time. So they are not thinking, maybe it's something wrong about me, maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I'm telling some wrong things during an interview. No, they don't think that. They think, the employer is bad. They're ignoring me. They don't like me because of, let's say, my gender, or because of my overall profile, or because of my whatever, So people do not try to actually improve their skills. They don't try to improve their CV. They don't try to improve their life. And you may say, oh, it's very hard to do that. No, that's bullshit. It's very easy to do that. You just go on the internet and you Google how to improve your CV in terms of formatting. You will get lots of free examples, and you can do that. Then you go to the internet or ChatGPT and you Google how to improve my overall profile, right, in this and that field. And they will tell you, take this and this course at Coursera. Pay like $50 per month and get yourself some good credentials, right? Which will improve your overall quality of CV. They don't do that. They just send CV and cry online that it's actually very, very hard in this economy to do this and that and that. Actually, my idea behind all of that, behind everything that I was talking about right now, is that economy is not bad. You are just lazy. And that's the truth. Is it hard to find a job nowadays? It's very hard. Is it hard to find a good paying job? It's very hard. But is it possible? Yes, of course it is. And thousands and tens of thousands and even millions of people are finding the great jobs which are paying great money, right? And even when you find a job, then you have to also actually work hard. You have to try to work better than others, or at least at the same level as others, in order for you not to get fired. Yeah, that's the reality of life. The life is competition, especially in the capitalistic society, and pretty much everywhere around the world we have capitalistic society, where we have to compete with each other, unfortunately, but that's the reality. That's the reality. You can't just sit, do nothing, and expect to receive extraordinary money. No, by no means. The thing is why I'm so angry right now is that because I see lots of things online, lots of articles where people are complaining about how bad it is and how it's impossible to do this and that, but in reality they do nothing. Go and do something great, improve yourself in any way or form you can, I am not an ideal human being. I have hundreds of things that I have to improve. But the thing is that my idea behind all of that is, please don't cry online, accept that life is hard, and do the best as you can, We all have our own limits, which are set by, Mother Nature, but try to push these limits as far as you can, Try to push those. And I am sure that each and every one of you watching this video is struggling right now with finding a job or anything related to that. Believe me, if you will put in work, you will find a great job, and then you will find a job even better, and then even better one. Believe me, it will happen. Maybe right now you think that it's impossible, but yeah, it will happen, definitely. So good luck to all of you. Thank you for watching this video, and of course don't forget to join my Discord server. Link is down below, and I will be happy to speak with you about anything related to this video or any other video of mine, and we'll see you very, very soon in my next videos. Bye.